Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tom Worth Jr. Getting close to Christmas, I was looking for a silver lining, and I think I found one. And it's a stretch, but I'm gonna go for it. The Matt Gaetz report out today. The committee voted secretly back earlier to release it. This was a committee of Democrats and Republicans, and it was split. So you needed some Republicans to vote to release the findings of this report, and they did. He doesn't have any friends on Capitol Hill. He's disgusting. He's been there for 8 years, and people know what he does. He flaunts it. He shows pictures on his phone. The drugs, the sex, the prostitution, the underage, all of it. And let me read you just the start of the report. There's a quote. The committee concluded there was substantial evidence that Representative Gaetz violated House rules, state and federal laws, and other standards of conduct prohibiting prostitution, statutory rape, illicit drug use, acceptance of impermissible gifts, the provision of special favors and privileges, and obstruction of Congress. This is what they found. This is what Donald Trump and his team knew when they nominated him to be the Attorney General. They knew all of this. The report wasn't out, but Donald Trump's team would have known all of this. And their response to finding out all of that was, this person needs to be in charge of the justice in our country. To be the Attorney General, which includes being the head of the DOJ. That's Donald Trump. That's his response to all of those findings. Keep in mind who Trump hangs out with. He hung out with prostitutes himself. He's friends with Jeffrey Epstein. Drugs himself. Paying for sex himself. These are all things he does. Along with the fact that his fellow Floridian does these things, I presume. I don't know. He claims he doesn't still, but whatever. And probably his best option for Gaetz is to run for the governor of Florida. Ron DeSantis is going to have to step down in 2026. They have term limits there. So either to be governor or senator of Florida. That's probably Matt Gaetz's best option, because Gaetz just won re-election to his seat this past fall, and these are things that are known about him, and his constituents still send him back to Washington, D.C. So he could well be the governor of Florida. That's Florida for you. People like this stuff, I guess. I don't know. Don't live in Florida. But that's an option for him. Where is the silver lining in this? The silver lining in this may be that with Matt Gaetz and the pushback for Congress that they wouldn't want to confirm him, we may be seeing a rock bottom for what they will tolerate. Just like with anything, if you have to hit bottom first before you can start coming back up. Whether that's whatever it is, drinking, weight loss, whatever it is, you have to, relationships. What may seem like rock bottom to other people isn't for you necessarily. But at some point, there has to be a bottom. There never will be a bottom for Donald Trump. As I said, he knows these things, and it was still fine with him to be the Attorney General of the United States of America. But for Congress, it appears that is not something they were willing to do. And they were willing to stand up to Donald Trump in this instance, this one and only instance. That's encouraging because once you find a bottom, once they say, okay, we have something here that we're not willing to go along with, then some of them who are more upstanding but feel like they have to go along with other things, and they do. Basically everyone except Liz Cheney and Mitt Romney. There's a few others. I know there are. though those people will have a little bit more of a backbone now, I think. So that's the silver lining here, that there is a rock bottom, and its name is Matt Gaetz. That is a bridge too far. And we need that now as we head into the Christmas break. All these Congress people get to go home. They get to be with their families. They get to be with their friends. People will be asking them questions, I'm sure, about what is Donald Trump doing. Sure, some of them will be supporting him, but there will be a normal faction who is just wondering how crazy this is really all going to get, as we are about to find out. Over on the Ukraine front, I want to touch on that real quick. They're developing their own missile program, not nuclear missiles, not ICBMs, but their own missile program. They're trying to just, play through everything and make sure they leave no stone unturned in case they are forced to the negotiating table. But they're still going full steam ahead with all their own defenses and all their own offensive capabilities as well. So that's encouraging. A thing that's not encouraging is that the oligarch situation, the billionaires who are running things brazenly now. We have Elon Musk out there. We have Jeff Bezos going to throw his hat in the ring. We have them saying things that people used to be afraid to say, and it is concerning. We do have Musk and Trump vying to be president, vying for the spotlight, as so many of us said would happen. It is already happening. This is another bright spot because Trump will not give that up, and Musk needs to use his platform in order to influence these people, in order to threaten them, saying, look, I spent over $250 million to get Trump elected, and he had no business being reelected, but my money got him reelected, and my money will get you primaried, and my money, if you're a Democrat, will get the Republican to defeat you just as surely as Trump defeated Kamala Harris. And he's right. That's the unfortunate thing. What the fortunate thing is that Trump and him aren't going to last. And I don't know if it'll happen before January 20th or not, but he will be pushed out. Musk will. And the question is he going to be okay with that? Because while Trump is simultaneously saying we can't have birthright citizenship and saying that Musk can't be president because he wasn't born here, you could see a scenario where they have both chambers of Congress where they could overturn the restriction on that you have to be a natural born citizen of the United States to be the president for Elon Musk. Now, I think J.D. Vance is the heir apparent here. Unfortunately, that's Peter Thiel's handpicked guy. And remember, Peter Thiel and Elon Musk go way back, PayPal Mafia. So I do think they are currently in agreement on J.D. Vance being the guy in waiting. So that's going to happen, I think. But at some point, Musk is such an egomaniac, just like Donald Trump. He may be not willing to do that. He may say, look, I'm going to use my money to effect some change here. Maybe I want to be president of the United States. He could give that a go. I don't see that happening because long before it did, I think Trump's gonna get tired of him and push him aside. And that will be good. We saw him get rid of Steve Bannon. We saw him get rid of people in his own cabinet. We saw him get rid of Anthony Scaramucci, like soon as he named him the White House, I think it was a press secretary or something like that, his first term. So he is not afraid to push aside rich people, people who are wanting the spotlight. And I think that's going to happen with Elon Musk. All of that said, the silver lining we are looking for is that we have hit rock bottom, and despite all of the things that were known about this guy, Trump still just going fully hardcore to get him to be the attorney general, the Congress would not stand for it. And now we know why, because some of them knew things that we didn't know. Some of them had the background, even though it wasn't public yet. now it is public, and I love it. And we may be looking at a future Governor Matt Gaetz of Florida. And that would just be too perfect. That's it for today. Merry Christmas. I don't know if I'm going to get on here Christmas Eve, Christmas Day or not. Don't see it. But if not, Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy holidays to everyone. And we will check back in later this week. See ya.